Right, thank you for watching another video. In this one I wanted to talk about what kind of gaming announcements I want to happen over the course of 2013. Obviously 2013 is going to be a good year for games anyway, because we've got some massive releases coming out, and plus we can probably expect some major announcements at E3 and other gaming shows and stuff like that. But I've just made a short little list of announcements that I'd like to see happen over the course of 2013. So yeah, I'll talk you through them now. The first one actually isn't an announcement that I want to happen. It's already been announced. I just want to see more of the game and want to hear more about it and a release date and stuff. And that is the Kingdom Hearts HD collection for the PS3. Now I can't remember the official title of it, but I think it's got Kingdom Hearts 1. It's got the cutscenes for 356.5 days, 65.5 days, whatever it was. I can't remember the name, but the DS one. And it's got one other game on there I think as well, but I know it's not the full Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. They're probably saving the second one for a future release. But yeah, importantly, we're getting a HD release of Kingdom Hearts for the PS3, which is brilliant. I can't wait for it. Now it was announced about mid last year, about July 2012, something like that. And we've literally had nothing since that. We have had no screenshots, no trailers, not really anything on the game. The only thing I found out that there's a scheduled release in March for Japan. So obviously that's quite soon. So hopefully we'll start to get a lot more trailers and gameplay and stuff out. I want to see what Kingdom Hearts looks like now that they've kind of upped it to HD and everything. As you know by all the videos and everything, I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. I've played the majority of them. There's a few of the handheld ones that I haven't played, but I'd love to get back into the series because obviously I haven't played it for many years now. I'd love to get back into it by them bringing out these HD collections for the PS3, and hopefully that leads on to a future announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3. Whether we get that this year, we don't know, but I could probably guess that we will get an announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3 this year, if they're bringing out these HD collections early this year. So hopefully it's a good indication that Kingdom Hearts 3 is on the far horizon, finally. So yeah, that was my first kind of thing I want to hear more about this year, is Kingdom Hearts, the HD collections. The next one is I want to see an announcement of Jak 4 this year. Now I know people have probably been wanting this every year for many years now, because obviously I think Jak 3, I think that came out in 2005, so yes, that is about 8 years now since we've had a full Jak game. We keep getting little snippets of Jak and Daxter. Most recently on the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, we had a bit more of a glimpse into Jak and Daxter. Obviously the voice actors were still there and everything. It was the same sort of Jak and Daxter we always remember, so that it is still there. The fan base is still there and everything like that. It was such a popular franchise for the PS2. Arguably up there with Ratchet and Clank, where you didn't know which one were the kind of top boys of the PS2. But I was always a Jak and Daxter fan, and I really hope that Naughty Dog go back to it once they finish with The Last of Us. Hopefully that's the next game they work on. Obviously I know there's kind of like two sides to Naughty Dog. One works on Uncharted, while I think Uncharted 3 was being worked on at the same time as The Last of Us. I think I might be wrong there. So yeah, you never know. Jak 4 could be getting developed, as we know, quietly without telling anyone. I know that I did read an article last year saying that Jak 4 was actually scheduled to be made, but they cancelled it for The Last of Us. So hopefully it's still in their minds. They're still going to get that to us one day. I'd love to see another Jak game. Next up on the list is The Last Guardian. Now I don't need to mention this too much because this is probably on every PS3 gamer's most wanted list, because the game looked fantastic when it was announced all those years ago. We've had a couple of trailers for it, but ever since the last trailer, which was probably about three years ago now, we've literally heard nothing apart from when the rumours go around that it's been cancelled. All of a sudden the developers say no, it's not been cancelled, we're still working on it. So there's still hope for the game, and I just really hope we see it, because Ico and Shadow of the Colossus are two of my favourite games. I've mentioned that before. So to get another game by the same developers and that same sort of feel of those games, I really want to play, especially with these current generation graphics, because obviously Ico and Shadow of the Colossus were PS2 games. it'll be amazing to have like a current generation with all these HD beautiful looking graphics and everything, because the game did look fantastic. Whatever that big dog thing was, obviously it was the guardian for the child you play as in the game. It looks really unique and unlike anything I've seen before, so hopefully we get more of that this year. Also, I want to see more about the Prince of Persia game that was announced late last year. If you remember, there was a screenshot that got leaked, and I think it was confirmed to be a new Prince of Persia game that was being worked on. It looked very similar to Assassin's Creed. Obviously it's Ubisoft, the same kind of makers, but the screenshot did look very Assassin's Creed-ish. But I really hope we get more on this game. I did do a video when the screenshot leaked, so I'll leave a little annotation if you want to check that out. It was a while ago, there's not much news since then. Literally that screenshot is all we've got. But I want to see more of this game, if it's still about. I want to know if it's still happening. I want to see more of it. Hopefully towards E3 we'll get a lot more news. So yeah, that's all I can say really. Staying on the Ubisoft topic, I want to see some Assassin's Creed 4 stuff, or if it's not Assassin's Creed 4, whatever next Assassin's Creed game they make, because obviously they've kind of secured themselves now as a yearly release as Assassin's Creed game, so chances are we're going to see another Assassin's Creed game around November time like we usually do, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. I don't tire from the Assassin's Creed games having a yearly release because they never disappoint me. They always manage to change themselves up a bit, they're always innovative, and they don't always seem rushed, which is great considering they work on the game at such a short period of time. So I want to see more of Assassin's Creed. Obviously we got a great ending to Assassin's Creed 3 in my opinion, but I did say that I can pretty much guarantee that this is not the end of Desmond's story. I can see this continuing for another couple more games. So I definitely want to see more of this current Desmond storyline. So hopefully that carries on. I'd love to see a more modern setting in the Assassin's Creed world. I don't mean modern as in today, I mean sort of like, I'd love the games to come to England, like a Victorian England. That would be amazing, kind of like 18th century England or something like that. That'd be quite great, good, because one, I'm English, it'd be cool to have an Assassin's Creed game set in England, and two, I think it's a brilliant era, and I think kind of London in that time period was like a great kind of setting, and I think it could make a great setting for a game as well, especially one set around like assassinations and stuff like that. So I'd love to see more Assassin's Creed news this year. Onto the Wii U, there's a few games that I want announced for the Wii U, and I think everyone wants more games announced for the Wii U at the moment, because there's such a small lineup of games at the moment. That's why I haven't got one yet. I'm holding out for Rayman Legends, which comes out in March, and I'm looking forward to that one. But once I've got that, there's not much left for me. That's why this year there's three main games that I want to announce, and you can probably guess them all. Super Smash Brothers speaks for itself, fantastic game, probably regarded as the greatest multiplayer Nintendo game. It's so fun. So obviously we're due a new game of that, because Super Smash Brothers just speaks for itself really, it's too good. A new Mario game, but not new Super Mario Bros, of course, so I want the new kind of 3D adventure Mario game. Obviously we have Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 on the Wii, so I want to see a new innovative Mario game on the Wii U. I don't want to go back to the Space Galaxy settings, because that's been done. Obviously GameCube we had Sunshine, and then the Wii we had Galaxy, so I want a completely new Mario kind of era for the Wii U, something we've never seen before, which would be great. And of course Zelda. Whether we'll get that announcement this year, I don't know. It might be a bit too early in the Wii U's lifetime, especially if they do announce Super Smash Brothers and Mario this year. I don't think they'll do all three in 1 year. Maybe we'll get Mario Kart as well, I don't know, that's another one to add. But Zelda, I want to hear some Zelda news this year. Whether it's the Wii U or the 3DS, I don't mind, because I think the 3DS needs a new game in my opinion. I've got a 3DS and I've only got Mario Kart and Ocarina of Time, and I need something to get me back into that 3DS. I know there are some good games out for it, but nothing's screaming out for me. The only one that I'm really excited for is Luigi's Mansion 2, which comes out in a few months' time. But after that, I want a Zelda game on the Wii U, which isn't Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I know there's rumours that they're remaking Majora's Mask for the 3DS, but I definitely think the 3DS needs its own Zelda title, and I really hope it's the kind of Wind Waker style. I really want that cel-shaded Link adventure down on my handheld, because it can handle it. I think the 3DS can definitely handle the sort of Wind Waker visuals and size of the game and everything, and that would be an ultimate Zelda dream if I could play a game as good as Wind Waker on the handheld. So yeah, that's just a small little list of what kind of announcements I'm hoping for this year. So as usual, leave your comments down below. What sort of announcements are you hoping for this year, or do you agree with any of mine? So yeah, that's about it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.